For the last couple of months, I have struggled on my diet. I have stalled and I've become quite demoralised. And yesterday, this manifested itself in a binge. I haven't had a binge in the past 9 months until last night. And I felt awful, like physically and mentally. Physically, I felt too full. I felt sick, I felt nauseous, I had a headache, I had heartburn, and that was coupled with the sort of mental aspect of it. The self-loathing, disappointment, anger, and sadness I felt. Basically that's how I felt every day before I started my weight loss journey. I'd basically felt that yesterday when I was weighed, my weight loss had stalled. I hadn't lost anything in the previous fortnight. I hadn't gained, hadn't lost. And I think I was just angry. And that I decided to punish myself for failing to lose the weight. I had stuck to it, especially last week, done quite well. So I had thought, so that was disappointing. I've got a dietitian, as we have mentioned in a previous blog, and yeah, so she gave advice to eat more vegetables and increase my sort of steps in my output. So today I did take action to get back on track. I went to the gym. I bought vegetables. They were frozen because I find if I buy fresh, they sit in the freezer, the fridge, and they go bad. I don't really use them enough because I'm one person and I work shifts. Unless I'm obviously making a meal, in which case I use them all and it's fine. I batch cook and freeze everything, so that's not too bad. I have gone through my cupboards and I've emptied them of anything that I could binge on. There wasn't a whole lot actually, which is fairly good. But there were still a couple of things that I know are problematic for myself. I know that I can't undo the binge that I had last night. It's not possible, but I have to get back on track. I can't afford to go back to how I was. I have to push through. I can't stay fat. I just can't do this anymore. I don't want to be ill. I don't want to be unhealthy. I don't want to get back to the way I was. I mean, 9 months ago I was basically the verge of disability. My physical health in terms of my blood work and everything else and, things like that, they were absolutely fine. But when you can't walk upstairs, you can't walk, and your back kills you, you can't stand at a counter and cook, you can't even just do the preparation works because your back's killing you, have to sit. I think that's where you say, the blood works mean nothing. I'm not healthy. I think that you have to balance things, on the merits of what they are. I can either prioritise eating junk foods or getting healthy, and eating the junk food would mean I am choosing an unhealthier life, a shortened life, and an early death. I basically lived a half-life for so long that it's hard to sort of, really reason with why I got to that stage. I have to do better. I know I have to do better. I've been watching YouTube a lot, and it's unearthed some very negative feelings in me. I found that possibly one of the worst trends I've discovered is the mukbangs. Possibly one of the two worst types of content in my opinion, along with ASMR. I just can't do it, and the two are often linked. Just the sounds of people slapping food about their mouths repulses me. I have seen Foodie Beauty's channel and I was disgusted. In fact, I was so disgusted that during my binge yesterday, I filmed myself eating and played it back to make sure I didn't look and sound like that. When I was satisfied I didn't, I deleted it because I don't want that kind of thing. That's not content to me. And with some of this content, you know, I feel disgust. Like, some of the disgust is based on what they're eating and the quantity of it. So, for example, if you do a seafood binge, because that's effectively what a mukbang is, it's just a binge, then I'm going to be disgusted because I find seafood disgusting, especially when you've got lobster claws and crabs and stuff like that. You're just like, no. But the main aspect that disgusts me is when I identify things that are triggers to me or are similar to how I've done things. As I say, going back to Foodie Beauty, or Chantal's her name actually is, that to me is quite difficult to watch because she binges on a lot of the same foods that I do, and she also does it in her car, which covers two of the main sort of problems I had previously. This is embarrassing, but if I'm going to be honest, you know, it's the only way I can really do things is to be honest about what I've done and how I've got to the place that I am and the reasons why I feel the way I do about certain things. One of the things that I used to do was binge eat in my car. I work shifts, and it always used to start at 2 in the afternoon. So I'd leave my house about 12:30, I'd get to work by about 1 o'clock. I'd go to the nearby McDonald's and I would order junk food. You know, my average order was the double cheeseburger, the sweet chilli chicken wrap, the mocha iced frappe, and quite often I would get a double chocolate chip cookie. With that, I've actually added the calories in that, and that is at least 1,500 calories, and that's before I'd even get into work. And I would eat these in the car park, away from the building, so that no one would see what I was doing. And then about 6 hours later, during my lunch break, I'd go out, I'd get into my car, I'd go into McDonald's and I would order, as a standard sort of thing, a McDonald's, you know, a Big Mac, go large, so it's large fries, large drink. Again, it was usually the mocha frappe. I would also get the chicken wrap again, and quite often I would also order a McFlurry. And I would also have, you know, barbecue sauce or whatever with the chips or the fries. And again, that's at 2,000 calories. In the space of 6 hours, give or take, I would consume 3,500 calories in my car. So anything that sort of combines those two things are quite difficult for me. And that doesn't include what I would eat during the working day. I would usually have a couple of cans of full sugar Monster, you know, the energy drinks. I would have chocolate I'd have biscuits if there's cake, I'd have that, crisps. And then I'd go home and I would have dinner, which again could be a full large pizza, a curry, or, you know, generally unhealthy stuff. Plus I'd have a big bar of chocolate, sometimes two. And that's not something that someone who's mentally well or mentally healthy does. A physically healthy person can't eat like that. I think that it would make them ill. It would probably hurt them a lot sooner. It did with me. I've discovered that, you know, I've actually in some ways built up not an intolerance but an inability to sort of drink the sort of creamy full sugar drinks. When I went to America I had two sort of iced coffees, like very cream based ones, and within a couple of hours of one another, and I was ill for the rest of the night. I was really not doing too well on that one. It's because I've more or less eradicated, not dairy, but milk from a diet. I have a bit of butter and stuff, I have a bit of milk and something, or if there's something with a little bit of cream, I'll have that. But I don't drink the full, like a latte for me, I would buy a coconut latte so it's not got any milk in it. I definitely wouldn't get the cream based drink anymore. Sorry, I do have notes in front of me just to keep myself on track. Last night I was not quite as bad as what I would have done previously. You know, it would have been what a lot of sort of normal people would have classed as a fat day, but it was a lot of food. Pizza, mozzarella sticks, a lot, and I had chocolate as well. But I had it all at the one time, and it was painful. I had other stuff as well, but that was sort of bulk of it. Everything else, I think if I'd done that, it wouldn't have been a good day, but it would have been not that bad. And I did that as a form of punishment. I realised that's what I was doing. I just went, to hell with it, I'll just do what I'm going to do. Nothing I do is working, but obviously that's not sensible. It has been working. I've lost 4 stone over 9 months. You know, so it does work, but it's requiring me to put in more effort. And it's realising and accepting this. I'm now scared that since I have obviously had my binge, that I will fall back into my old habits, because I have broken a taboo that I'd built up about myself. Is like, you can't do this, you can't binge, you can't binge, you can't binge. I now have. So it's a bit like what people say about going to prison, is it's absolutely terrifying till you go, and then it becomes normal and it doesn't hold any fear for you. I do find binge eating to be like prison to me. I had effectively imprisoned myself, my own body, because I couldn't walk. I struggled to get around the shops. I would have to lean on the trolley because I couldn't walk around the shop. I think I will be okay ultimately, because I have to be. I have to put the work in. I can do this, and I need to go to the gym more, you know, eat fewer carbs, because one of my go-tos is make pasta or make potatoes with the food I make. I do need to eat more veg. My dietitian says, you know, your plate should be 50% veg, and that doesn't include potatoes. That can be a little bit of it, but not the bulk of it. And I just need to keep going. No matter how difficult it is, I just need to keep going, because otherwise I'll be back to square one, and I'll either have to do it all over again or I'll die.